That's all dirty from pitching to my son and stuff. Yeah, we were hitting today, doing a little practice, a little baseball practice. But anyways, this is gonna be Lay the Points episode number 20, and it is June 1st. Start of the NBA Finals. Denver versus Miami. Miami had to go 7. Denver only went 4, so Denver's rested, well rested team. Probably gonna win. Probably gonna win the whole thing. Makes a lot of sense to bet on Denver to win the whole thing. Terrible juice at minus 370 or whatever it is, but good chance they're going to win it all. I don't think Miami has the firepower to really compete with Denver, so definitely think that Denver's the side if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But if I was you guys, I would bet it just the games like either the 4-1 or the 4-2. That's on you. I'm not putting that out as my pick. But yeah, definitely, it's a mismatch in this one. Miami's scrappy, but they just don't have an answer for Joker. Not that anyone did. Even Anthony Davis got torched by him on regular regular intervals. Got absolutely just demolished by him. One of the best defensive big men in the NBA. Couldn't handle him. Adebayo's not going to be able to do anything with Joker. It's just not the reality of it. But that's okay. We know Joker's going to get his. Not a secret. That's why his triple-double is only even money. Anyone else's triple-double is like plus 700 or better. His is even money. So that's just shows the prowess. Even Vegas is scared of it. But we're going to move to a different direction in this game. What's up, Fuzzy? We're going to go in a different direction in this game. We're going to look at one of the hottest players in the playoffs, and that's Caleb Martin. We're going to go over 15.5 points at even money at plus 100. And some people are just telling me, I just sent me a message. Googs, our buddy Googs, says he got minus 110, which is still good. I bet it at even money. But over 15.5 points, guys, I don't know how many times he's missed that mark since the Boston series, but I think it might only be once. And I think he got 14 in that game. Most of the games he's had over 20. And in this game he will, because Aaron Gordon will be on Jimmy Butler primarily. And when he's not on Jimmy Butler, likely he'll be on Adebayo. So he may end up on Caleb Martin some, but I think Michael Porter Jr. will end up on Caleb Martin. Or maybe Caldwell Pope. But most likely Porter Jr. will. And that's going to be a mismatch. That's actually Caleb Martin's favor. Porter Jr. is not the best defender. But I think they both get in that 15 to 18 points range. Both of them players that get around that range. I like this one. I think this one's easy. What's up, Googs? I think this is actually a pretty easy play. You're getting Caleb Martin, a guy that's going to have the ball a lot, going to start, going to be relied on to make shots, going to shoot 3 or 4 or 5 wide open threes a game. And he goes to the rim. He actually gets on the fast break. He gets down the lane. He's going to have his opportunities. I would be surprised if he doesn't average 18 points a game in this series. It's going to be there for him. So we're looking at that. We're looking at Caleb Martin over 15.5 points today. If you get it at minus 110, that's fine. I wouldn't take it at like minus 130 or something. It's not really worth the juice there because you can find other ways to bet him that are better than that. But that's where I'm at today, guys. I like that one a lot. This finals game tonight, I fully expect Denver to kind of smash the Heat. Denver's kind of smashed everyone in their game ones. Part of it is you got to go to the altitude. That's a big part of it. Part of it is Denver's been practicing for a week while the Heat have been in intense basketball games against Boston. So I think the Heat's legs will be a little shot. Denver doesn't play the best defense in the NBA. If you look back at the LA series, it looks like they might have been playing pretty good defense. But let's be honest, guys. LA's not a great offensive team. They're not. When you watched them play against Minnesota, when you saw them against Minnesota, what you saw was one guy literally torch Denver every night. Denver was just able to survive it because they're so good. But I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. But that kid from Minnesota, he was dropping 40 on Denver nearly every night. And I kind of will see maybe Caleb Martin do that, drop 30, and still lose by 10 or lose by 12 because Denver's so efficient on offense, and they're just so built around Jokic making all these plays that It's just hard for teams to keep up. Teams have to make threes against Denver to match Denver's twos most of the time, and then Denver gets wide open 3-point shots. Very few of Denver's 3-point shots are contested, so it's just a really good system they got going there. It's just their year too. It's just the Nuggets' year. They've been first in the West forever, and now they walked through the Western Conference playoffs. You guys got to think about this now. They went through a scrappy Minnesota team, and then they beat Durant and Booker in 6, and then they swept the Lakers and LeBron and Davis in 4. So, I mean, it's not like they haven't struggled. They've lost 2. They lost 1 to Minnesota too, I think, right? They lost 1 Minnesota game. So they've lost 3 games in 3 series. So, I mean, they're dominant. They're really dominant. Miami Heat are I think they're just 500 at home in the playoffs. So it's a mismatch, guys. It really is. But Caleb Martin's going to bring it. He's playing for money too. He's trying to get that big contract, and he's probably earned it already. But expect him to go for it. And I think he's going to have Porter Jr. on him, which is a really good thing for us because we're going to bet Caleb Martin. And I think I wouldn't be surprised if he gets to this number in the first half. He's done it before for us already. He had a first half at like 17 points one time. We bet him at 14 and a half, and he got there. And he got there that quick. So it's not a surprising thing if he does. It's not surprising at all if he gets there that fast. So be looking at that. Guys, Denver will win this game. Denver will win game 1. I don't know if they'll cover 9 because that's a lot. Denver could pull starters late and it could get closer than 9. But that's a lot. But they'll win. Edwards, that's his name. Yep, that's him. Edwards absolutely scorched the Nuggets. Scorched them. And it wasn't that the Nuggets weren't playing good. Edwards is just really good. And he was a lot for the Nuggets to handle defensively because the Nuggets are not a good defensive team. The Nuggets have a couple good defensive players that they rely on to lock the good players of the other team down. And that's why I think Jimmy Butler's under today on his points is actually a good play. His points are a little too high to me. So if you want to jump on that too, in fact, I'll put that out there. I think his points are at 26 or 27 and a half, but he's going to have Aaron Gordon on him all day. And I just think that's high for Butler anyway. That's kind of a high total for Butler anyway. And it's shaded that way. The it's juiced up on the under. So I actually think he'll go under his number too. So if you want to play Caleb and Jimmy Butler under, that's a good set of plays in my opinion. So that's where I'm at today, guys, and I'll even make that official. So I'll take that Jimmy Butler under as well because I think that's actually a really good play. I think Jimmy Butler will look to be more of a facilitator early and not be aggressive because he's kind of shown that in these playoffs. And I think that limits him to the lower 20s. But anyway, so that's where I'm at today, guys. Thank you for your support and your time. And if you want more of my stuff, check out wagermethis.com. It's $25 a month, guys. You get more than what I put out on here. And we won yesterday, too, right? We had the Nerfy on here, the no runs in the first. We won. You guys are probably happy I put that one on here because the rest of them were terrible. But anyways, that's where we're at today. We're going to go Caleb Martin over 15 and a half points. And I'm going to jump on. I think that Jimmy Butler total is under 26 and a half. Or 27 and a half, one of those two numbers. Either way, I think Jimmy Butler ends around 21 or 22 points. So the Jimmy Butler under on his points is actually a good one too. I like that one as well. But anyways, guys, thank you for your time. You guys have a great day. Jacob from Wager Me This.